Is there anything that you don't know going into game one about your team that you're very interested to learn when it's real ball?
Maybe going into the game knowing how excited the freshmen are going to be, and just there's not many moments during the season that you get to see them handle nerves or excitement. Are they going to flip it, the nervousness to excitement, or are they going to stay in the nerve range, So, because hopefully we're in a championship game for ACCs. Hopefully you're in a regional championship, and so you're going to have different levels of nerves. So not worried about it, but maybe that's an area that, I can see, that they can get overexcited, and try to do too much versus staying the course of it. So other than that, this team's ready to go. We're ready to be tested by the games and the other teams, and I'm really excited for them and for us.
This program plays a lot of freshmen, always has, gives them great opportunities.
Yeah.
Is that something that helps when a freshman comes in, that they kind of know that's the way here, that they're not unique, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So when they come into the program, all they know is this place, and I think sometimes maybe the transfer kids would have a little idea of like what would be different, where these freshmen just know what we're talking about every day and what we expect every day in that sense. So a lot of people have been asking me about the transfer portal and why we didn't get transfer players in here, but we don't want to stop the growth of these guys, and so they just know that we've been pushing them to be the best they can be on the field. And the cool thing for us is we get 4 years to see them grow. What we've seen from an Issa, an Ashton, and Maddie Fry, a McKenna, like you get 4 years to like grow every year on that. And so just the starting point with these freshmen right now, I'm super excited about their continued growth this year and as we move forward.
Obviously it's a very long season, we all know that, but what, I guess short-term goals have you established for your team coming into this season?
I think our initial talk was, can we toe the line, and who cares who's in the dugout and toe the line, and just first pitch to last pitch to get after it. So no, let's see if the water's warm enough to jump in, like just go. Like if it's cold, it's hot, whatever, you jump in and go. So that's been a little bit of the mindset right now, is just go bring it on and be the best Florida State softball team we can be on the field, with knowing a little bit of what they bring on that side. So that is what we're looking for here in the next couple weeks, and we're going to get a really good group of teams to play against to challenge ourselves there. So that's been a little bit of the challenge on that. Yeah.
With the last minute schedule change, having UConn in there, walk us through with that schedule change, or was there any kind of adjustment you have to make with that schedule?
Well, I would say the 9 a.m. game on Sunday is a big adjustment. Not many college teams play at 9 a.m. We don't do a lot of things at 9 a.m. So that's going to be a little bit of adjustment. But again, like our mantra has been built for it. Like we're ready to have adversity. Whatever you bring us. We've been putting time in to be the best team we could be. So whatever we got. And I would hope if I was in that situation like UConn was, and they didn't have any chances to go, and this is the only place they can go, other teams would make adjustments for us too. So it's more of the pay it forward mantra, and they're a good ball club. UConn's a good ball club, and it's going to be great to have them here. So knowing what they're going through travel-wise to get here, to give those kids a chance to play an opening weekend is huge. So I'm really grateful for our staff to make that happen.
You have 3 catchers, one who's a veteran with a ton of experience under her belt, and then 2 that are very young. How do you kind of approach that group in the sense of figuring out what you have behind the plate and what they can also bring to you at the plate?
Yeah, I think Haley Rafter's done a good job of, every time I talk to the catchers, it's like a united group, the 3 of them, that they feel very strong about a catcher unit right now. And I think that's important, kind of like the pitching, it's the bullpen mindset, it's not just one person. So having had, chats with them over the time, like whatever's need to be done, we'll do it. Catchers have always been the selfless ones in general. They all want to be out there, but they also know that, all 3 bring something different, and they realize that. And so I think Maddie's been an incredible leader on just throwing Anna under her arm, like this is how we do things. Anna's been great at asking questions, but also, bringing herself every day, and she's done a good job in the hitting and defending side of it. Bella took a year off to grow and get stronger, and she had some arm issues that she got better at, so she's bringing that out as a freshman, even though she's a redshirt freshman. So I'm excited, and I think we can platoon them. I think they give us lefty-righty matchups. I think they give us a lot of things to do behind the plate, where I know Michaela was kind of an everyday beast mode kid, and now we have the ability to rotate people through and do what's best for the team.
You said your catchers kind of like feel like a unit almost. How do you feel like that kind of translates to your entire team as a whole, like that camaraderie that's being established in Team 43?
I think it's really important for the team, but I think it's really important for the pitching staff. Like when you have catchers that are united and they're bringing their best, whether I'm warming you up in the pen or I'm on the field with you, like it doesn't matter who's catching me, like we are a group that's going to give the best to you and you and you and you, right? So when you're looking at 7 pitchers, probably 5, 6 pitchers mixed in there, like when I come in to do a job, whoever rolls out there with the gear on is connected with me, and I think they've done a good job of connecting themselves, but they know they got to bring that for the pitching staff too. So so that will radiate to the team, you know. So if you spend time here and you get strong here, then that's going to go out, hence the battery, the energy that they bring. So yeah.
Last season, Ashton had become a focus in the circle for you guys, and she kind of moved away from playing in the field as much. Is the goal this year to do both that a little, well, not pitch more, but necessarily play in the field a bit more?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got a great pitching staff, so we don't have to rely on her a ton. I do think that she was super selfless for 2 years and, you know, doing what the team needed. But, you know, at some point I'm like, Ash, what do you want to do? And she wants to be a 2A player. And so she got after it this fall. Can her body be built to handle that load? Like, that's a lot to do when you're talking about outfield reps, base running reps, swinging, pitching, developing other pitches, doing all those things. And so we got to the end of the fall and she's like, I can do this, I can handle it. So, and she's done a really good job. And so I think sometimes, you know, like, what do you want out of this just as much as what do we need out of it? You know, by her junior year, she's like, I want to get after being the 2A player. And I think she's put herself in a really good position for that.
And I guess in that same vein, what does that say about her as a player and also as just as a person as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I've always commended her for her ability to be out there in the circle and do what we need, especially the year that we had so many injuries in the circle, and she had to take some tough innings, but she was always uber competitive and always about the team. So so I knew that there was things we could build on from all those moments. At some point it was like, okay, what do you want? You know, like take like what the team needs from me. Like, how do I want to get out of this experience? You know, so she's very team oriented. We all know that, but you know, at some point you get to your junior year and like, okay, now I know what to expect. Now I know where I'm going to be. So she's really put it to the test. Yeah.
What's the best improvement you've seen from Jazzy, or what's something that we're looking forward to see going to her sophomore year?
Yeah, I mean, I think most freshmen go through the freshman year. They get, you know, you get to June and you're like, whew, that was like, whoa, what just happened, you know? And then you're like, collectively, like, where could I be better now coming back? So I'm going to give myself a little time, and then July and August, I'm going to kick in to be better in April, May, and June, right? So I think hers was strength. Like, she has really put time in the weight room. She's really got after trying to figure out how to be stronger in her ability to be more durable in that sense. Finding her voice. She's always been a kid that just goes quietly and does things on her own, super successful, but now I've got to let my team in with me. So I think those are 2 areas that she went away with and she's gotten better at and has proven it, you know, and she wants to be able to command the zone with velocity and some off-speed stuff. So we all know that she mixes speeds well, but she's really worked, which is the strength part, to have that velocity a part of her pitching.
Shelby's someone I presume you would like to have in lineup quite often. How does she fit into the defensive part of the pie?
Yeah, you know, again, Shelby, like right away, these freshmen came in. We've got versatility. People are playing first base. Bueno's getting after it. First day we did some outfield, Shelby runs out there and she's like, I'm going to play some outfield. I know I'm going to hit, right? So right away sent me a message to me like, this girl's going to get after, do whatever she can do to play. And so I think she's upped her offensive game, got some really good opportunities last year in big moments. You know, really figured out how to get better in the offensive game. Now, you know, where am I going to go? I can play some first. Now I can play some outfield and run some balls down. So I definitely see the maturity in her in a year to see that and get after that.